All right. Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us today to learn more about opportunities to engage your audience at the virtual AOCS annual meeting and expo. I'm Amy Guerin, Director of Brand and Digital Strategy with AOCS, and I'm joined by several fellow staff members that are all here to ask questions or to answer your questions as well as support you through this process. Janet Brown is the Director of Membership and Sales. Tisha Sarver is our exhibit specialist and will be working with you throughout this process. And Sterling Bowman is our sales manager, and he will be leading the presentation today. Should you have any questions during the presentation, please just use the question box, and we will answer those as they come in, as well as at breaks in the session, and we'll have a full-on discussion here at the end. Should there be anything that you do need clarification on or would like to see again or in more detail, please just use that question box and we'll make sure that those requests are accommodated. So thank you again for attending, and Sterling, I'll hand it off to you.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you, everyone. Again, my name is Sterling Bowman, and like Amy said, I'm the advertising sales manager for AOCS, and I'm going to try to help you guys out on how we can help you engage with a better audience through our annual meeting and expo. So let's go ahead and get started here. All right, so this webinar is basically to help overview the industry showcase and help you guys understand how you can reach an audience that maybe you're struggling to reach currently. As far as the meeting, we currently have over 200 presentations in 10 interest areas. We have 33 sessions, so we have it is smaller than our typical physical meeting, but we do still have quite a bit of people turning up for this. Also, we know that this is currently an unprecedented time for a lot of people. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty, and we are committed to advancing the science and technology of oils, fats, proteins, and related materials. And so we wanted to make registration for this free. We're trying to reach a bigger audience than ever before. You know, the website is going to be up until April of next year. And we're trying to make this publicly accessible for whoever has any interest in any of these areas. So we're really trying to expand the reach that your company can have through this meeting. This is for most everyone. This is the first time we've ever done a virtual annual meeting. And so web traffic, we're not sure, you know, we're assuming it will be high, but again, we don't have any data to back this up necessarily. What we do have is just some data from our website. You know, here we have just on our actual website, the page views, unique page views. Obviously, you see we get over 1 million. The AOCS annual meeting and expo typically gets around 84,000, and then the lipid library, which we would say is probably the lipid library is probably the most relatable to what we're doing. It's more of a direct targeted approach. It's got webinars, presentations. So that is what we're kind of using for what we're expecting here. So we're hoping to get, you know, around that amount of page views, unique page views for the website traffic for this virtual meeting. So for the industry showcase, again, this is a new thing for all of us here, but this is kind of a unique thing we're able to offer, where a company will be able to provide up to 5 products to showcase for their company. They can provide up to a 3-minute video, just kind of promoting their company, and then any kind of PDFs or brochures that they think are relevant information. And so at this time, I want to give control over to Amy. She will kind of show you an example of what we have for industry showcase.
All right, so I'm just going to kind of take over. Give me just 1 second to share my screen. Okay. And it's not sharing the right screen, so hold on. All right, we'll just move it over here. So this is the AOCS virtual annual meeting website. It is still in development, so please do keep that in mind. But I did want to show you what you could expect, or even better, right, once we get launched. So our exhibitors and sponsors will have a listing here, and people can search in a variety of ways. We allow them to search by industry area or interest area. They can search company name as well as by product name. And just to show you what an example listing looks like, this group has done a absolutely phenomenal job showcasing their products and services thus far as they prepare. And so you can see that they've listed each of their products here and have provided really nice imagery. The icons that are available indicate what type of content has been provided. So in this example, this is a new product, as indicated by the badge, and they have provided collateral in the form of links and documents. They have provided additional images as well as a video. So we can take a look at that listing and what that looks like. So you have a description of the product, and as you can see on the pop-up, they have a video, image, and then a link to the product website available. Show you how the video works. Here is the chance for you to do a demo or showcase, right, your product. So lots of options there that you can utilize with the video feature. This links directly to the website, and the image feature simply gives you a larger picture of the product you want to feature, and it can be additional images. So as you see in this case, they utilized the image here over again, but it could be an additional image. In order to increase your penetration amongst your audience, the pop-ups, if someone's looking at this product, also contain several triggers to encourage attendees to explore more deeply. So you can see here that all the other products from this company are also listed, and you can easily click on these and go to their listing. We also have interest area tags on every product, and so you can see they've tagged this product here. If I click any of these tags, let's say, oh yeah, I'm interested in processing. Once the site is completed, this will then take everyone to a listing that shows all products related to processing. So it's just yet another way to help people navigate this site and dig deeper. Each company also has kind of their own landing page. So we can make that bigger. Where it gives the general information about the company as well as collateral related to that, lists all the products yet again. So several ways here that we are showcasing both products and services from the companies, and we feel like in regards to a virtual solution, due to the many options available, that we can do a very good job of getting not only your message out there, but the images and sounds related to your products and services that people might expect at an in-person meeting. So with that, Sterling, I'll go back to you. That was the website tour.
All right. There we go. All right. So thank you, Amy, for that. Appreciate that. She's the expert on the industry showcase stuff. And yeah, as she said, this is something we're very interested in. It kind of is giving companies a chance to almost virtually exhibit. You get your chance to showcase your products, your company, and really kind of helps with lead generation. So this is something we're very excited to offer, and we hope that plenty of people, decide to take advantage of this. So if anyone has any questions, again, remember, go ahead and put those in the text in the question box. We'll try to answer those as they come in. If anybody wants to go back and kind of look at the demo of the industry showcase again, we can do that. Otherwise, we can go ahead and move on. Okay. So now what we'll go to is, we have your industry showcase, you're listed as an exhibitor. Now we want to show you how to engage your audience and maximize your presence virtually. We know that this is kind of, as we've mentioned before, this is new for everybody. And so we're really trying to find ways to really make this worth the company's while and really pay off for your company. So this is important for three ways. First, you need to make connections. You need to engage, entertain, and facilitate, and you need to generate leads. These are the three main goals that we're going to try to get your company to be able to accomplish. So first, we want to maintain the human connection. So when you do business, obviously you do it person to person. When you come to our annual meetings, typically our physical meeting, that is done. You have your meetings, you have your meetups. And so how do you do this virtually? What options do we have when you just can't do it face to face anymore? So the first thing that you get to fill out is for the website is your attendee profile. Now this is very important. You want to fill this out as thoroughly as possible. Your picture, you want, oh, sorry about that. You want your picture, your job title, any relevant information to the company that you work for. This is how people will know who you are. This is the only way people will know who you are. So this is important to really get all of the information on there. And one of the reasons is when you want to collaborate and share your knowledge. So we have live Q&A for a lot of interest areas during this virtual annual meeting. And what you can do is you can search for any of these presentations or any of these sessions that have either a customer of yours, an area of interest for you. Maybe the person giving a presentation uses the equipment or the product that you sell. And so you want to attend these. And when you ask a question or you put in a comment, it will come up. This is what's going to come up for people right here. And they can click on it. They can click on your name. It'll take them right here. And this is how people will be able to know who you are. And so when you're wanting to kind of do some kind of person to person selling, and you want people to know who you are, when you put a question, you put a comment under that presentation, you really want people, when they click on your name, to know exactly who you are, who you work for, and how you can help if they have questions as well. We also have shareable posts for Facebook. You can email these out. You can put them on your website. We help with this entirely. Basically, we will just go ahead and create this for you. We will send it to you, and then you can share it. We have a couple options. This is for people that just exhibiting or doing the industry showcase. You can put this on your emails and website, or we have just if you are wanting to support the annual meeting and expo. So we have these options as well to really maximize your reach of getting out to your customers and your clients. I'm taking part in this annual meeting and expo. You should come check us out. And that also leads us into inviting current customers and prospects. What you can do is you can use our virtual meeting here, and you can invite, you can do a targeted invite and really highlight, the presentations, the sessions, the areas of our virtual meeting that you really want to get your customers and your prospects to notice. And so you can send them an invite. And here's an example of one that would be sent out. This is a company that's basically trying to get their customers and prospects to take part in the virtual meeting and check them out, and also check out related presentations and sessions. So it's something as simple as this. We can again help with this. We understand that this is new, and so we at AOCS were available to help with whatever you may need, whatever your company may need. So then after you make these connections, it's important to engage, entertain, and facilitate. You know, you want to make your connections, but then you have to take that to the next step. So you really want to assess your target audience. You know, since this is up and this is publicly accessible, you really want to understand the demographic, and you really want to have a better idea of what customers you will be entertaining and what's relevant to them. You really want to sell to these people that you are bringing in. And so knowing your target audience is obviously crucial for a meeting such as this. So one way you can bring in this target audience is with giveaways and social opportunities that only your company is offering. This is a great way of increasing interaction by really trying to push people to take part. And so an example is, you know, if they attend these and they sign up for these, they are eligible for these giveaways that your company is offering. You know, and that you really want to raise the incentive of individuals coming to your presentations, coming to your industry showcase, checking out your company and your products. Another way that you can really drive traffic is by these options here: coffee breaks, lunch and learns, happy hours, Zoom backgrounds, virtual tours, and swag bags. These are things that you can offer that you would typically probably offer at a physical meeting that will just have to be a little bit tweaked, a little bit different when we're doing virtual meetings. So for example, the coffee breaks. You know, this gives you an opportunity via Zoom or GoToMeeting to host a coffee break where participants get a coffee e-gift card. Now, that is the important part of this whole thing, because obviously all of this is lead generation. Lead generation is the really driving force here. Well, you know, if you don't have things like this, it's really hard to get emails and contact information from certain companies. Well, if they want this e-gift card for their coffee break, they do need to provide you with an email. So, you know, by having these coffee breaks, you know, invites, basically they have to sign up via their email. That gets sent to you. Now, not only did you send them a gift card, but you also got your foot in the door with this person, with this company, and you now have their contact information to kind of go further from there. Lunch and learn is very similar as well to the coffee break. You can have, you know, short 3-minute presentations or talks on specific topics that maybe you are bringing audiences in for, you know, aiming for market insight or common interest areas. And so you can kind of offer, again, e-gift cards, Uber Eats, you know, Grubhub, any of these delivery systems, or you can, you know, say you will donate to charity every time somebody provides you with the email for that's interested in participating in this lunch and learn. Again, it's all about incentives. You're just trying to really drive that lead generation by giving people something for giving away their contact information. It's a great way to really raise engagement levels. Another option, VIP lounge. This is something where you can have set up with your CEO, where you have more personal, intimate, one-on-one discussions with your CEO, with your product engineers, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to raise awareness for, and kind of get a sneak peek into either, you know, the product you're wanting to talk about. Maybe you have some new innovations or new products that you kind of want to tease out a little bit. This is, again, another example of really bringing people in and also at the same time getting that contact information, getting that personal interaction, just not physically, just virtually. And then finally, we have, you know, like virtual happy hours. You know, I'm sure everybody has at least been invited to some kind of virtual happy hour during this whole time, and it's a good time to, again, offer your gift cards, whether it is alcohol related. I know sometimes that's that can be iffy sometimes if that's possible, but you can do any kind of entertainment. You can do Netflix cards, Apple cards, Google cards. I mean, you can offer any kind of incentive to join the link, join the happy hour, sign up using their email, giving away that contact information. You're again, we cannot stress enough, you're just wanting to incentivize these individuals, these companies to take part in these things with you, and to get that contact information from them. You know, and this is things that we can help with. We've done this before. We know a lot of people haven't done things like this exactly, but it's things that we at AOCS we have done. We've done the GOAT meetings, which is kind of an interesting twist on things, but you know, any kind of different different type of Zoom meeting, different type of go-to meeting. You know, people are wanting to interact with other people, and so if you find different ways of bringing those people in, we can help you set up all of those for you. So, and then here's an example of a roundtable discussion that we put together. And so, you know, again, we know that this might not be exactly everybody's expertise, but we are there to help. We are there to, you know, guide you through the process, whatever you need. So that way we want to make this a possibility for you. So we do have plenty of experience in these areas. And then finally, we want to talk about generating the leads, because that is really what this is all about. This is all about ways to reach new customers, new clientele, and really expand on those interactions that you had at the meetings. So this is where you can provide virtual giveaways with the emails to register. This is more of, this isn't as much of a direct lead generation as passively, because you will be linking to other landing pages. So this is something as, you know, like small questionnaires, small surveys, just things, you know, here's the examples right here, just really quick opportunities for people to give their contact information. You know, here you have giveaway possibilities, and this just helps cultivate your leads and help you get into contact with people that are interested in your services. You know, obviously this, again, you know, this is a strange time for everyone. A lot of people, we're all still trying to figure out together, you know, the best practices, the best ways to try to operate business as usual for everyone. And so that is why we at AOCS, we are prioritizing companies. We just want to give you all whatever we can, help in whatever way we can, to try to help offset some of these losses by not having a physical meeting. You know, we know it's not quite the same as a physical meeting, but we're hoping with all these opportunities that we're giving you with the virtual meeting that we can really help get a lot more of that lead generation for everyone. So, you know, this is our panel here. We all can help answer any questions you may have. You know, we all have different areas of expertise that we can all help in. So, you know, any questions at all, we have all of us here to help you. We are here to help. We can guide you through any process. And we just really hope that if you participate in the virtual annual meeting, you leave afterwards thinking it was incredibly worth it. We really got the lead generation that you were missing out on, and we really want it to be an enjoyable experience for everyone. So you know, again, any questions you may have, you know, go ahead and type those up. We would be more than happy to answer. This will be sent out to everyone as well as a recording. And again, if you have any more questions that pop up after this, you know, you can always email, call, any way you want to try to get a hold of anyone. You can find all of our contact information. So thank you everyone for taking part in this webinar, and I really hope that it's been helpful for everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Sterling. And again, thank you to all our attendees. Should you have questions, please do feel free to write those in, and we'll be right with you. Just to reiterate, we know that, you know, this is a challenge. This virtual space is new, and, you know, the engagement strategies that can be deployed are many. and it can be almost overwhelming. But to reiterate Sterling's message is we are absolutely invested in your success, and we are here to help you and support you throughout the process. So should you want to explore any of the ideas presented here further, please just get in touch. And I'll encourage you not to be intimidated by some of the ideas, the technology, or even the facilitation and delivery, because that's what we're here for. We will walk you through setting up a virtual lounge from start to beginning, or hosting that virtual coffee break where you get to chat with your audience. We're here for the entire process and to support you in this and to make you successful. So I'm not seeing any questions for the panel, but you can reach out to us individually. You can simply reply to your email confirmation for this webinar, and it will go to me, and I'll make sure it gets to the right person. So thank you so much for attending. Please do keep in mind that we're here for you throughout the process and available to further brainstorm with you at your convenience. So thank you, Sterling, for your presentation. And thank you, everybody, for joining. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone.